Have you ever struggled with tiny little English words like in, on, and at? You know what I mean. I'm in the bus. Or should it be I'm on the bus? I'll meet you at the station. Or is it in the station? These short words are called prepositions. They look small, but they can cause big confusion for English learners. Today, you're not just going to learn them. You're going to shadow them slowly with me, step by step, word by word, until these three magic prepositions, in, on, and at, become clear in your head and natural in your mouth. So sit back, relax, and let's master English prepositions. Slowly, clearly, and together. Welcome to this episode of the Slow English Shadowing Podcast. Here, we practice English in a special way. Not too fast, not too complicated. We go slowly, clearly, with rhythm. You listen, you repeat, and you feel English grow inside your brain. Today's topic is one of the biggest struggles in English grammar, the prepositions in, on, and at. Why do learners find them hard? Because in many languages, one single word covers all three. But in English, the meaning changes depending on the situation. So, let's break them down, shadow them slowly, and practice with real-life examples. Let's begin with in. Repeat after me slowly. In, in, in. We use in when we talk about inside a space. For example, I am in the room. The keys are in my bag. She lives in New York. Notice something. In is about being inside an area. It could be a big area, like a country, or a small area, like a box. Now shadow with me. I am in the kitchen. He is in the car. They are in the park. Good. Now let's use in for time expressions. We say in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Shadow slowly. I go jogging in the morning. She studies English in the afternoon. We relax in the evening. In is also used for months, years, and longer periods. For example, in January, in 2020, in the 21st century. Repeat with me. I was born in March. The company started in 2010. We are living in the digital age. So, remember, in is for being inside spaces and times. Now, let's look at on. Repeat slowly. On, on, on. We use on when something is on a surface. Example: The book is on the table. My phone is on the bed. The picture is on the wall. Shadow with me slowly. The keys are on the desk. She is sitting on the chair. There is a stain on my shirt. Now, on is also used for days and dates. For example, on Monday, on Christmas Day, on July 4th. Repeat slowly. I will call you on Tuesday. She was born on May 1st. We met on New Year's Eve. Another common use, transportation. We say on the bus, on the train, on the plane. Why on and not in? Because you are on the surface of the vehicle as part of a group of passengers. Repeat slowly. I am on the bus. He is on the train. They are on the plane. Good. Now, on is also used for technology. For example, on the internet, on social media, on YouTube. Shadow with me. I saw it on Facebook. She found it on Google. We are listening on Spotify. So, remember, on is for surfaces, days, transport, and technology. Repeat slowly. At, at, at. We use at for specific points or locations. Example, I am at the bus stop. She is at the door. Let's meet at the corner. Notice something. At is more exact than in or on. In is about being inside. On is about a surface, but at points to a specific spot. Now shadow with me. He is at the station. I am waiting at the gate. She is standing at the window. Good. Now let's use at for time expressions. At is used for exact times. For example, at 5 o'clock, at midnight, at lunchtime. Repeat slowly. The train leaves at 7 o'clock. We go to bed at midnight. I'll see you at lunch. At is also used with events or places. For example, at school, at the party, at work. Shadow with me. He is studying at school. We met at the party. She is busy at work. So, remember, at is for points, times, and specific places. Now, let's practice all three together. Listen carefully. Repeat slowly after me. I am in the room. I am on the chair. I am at the desk. She is in the car.
She is on the bus. She is waiting at the station. We are in the park. We are on the grass. We are at the entrance. He was born in July. His birthday is on July 7th. The party is at 7 p.m. Do you hear the difference? In for areas. On for surfaces or days. At for specific points or exact time. Now let's do some shadowing drills. I'll say a sentence slowly. You repeat after me. I was born in 1995. My birthday is on Monday. The meeting is at 9 o'clock. She is in New York. She is on Fifth Avenue. She is at the museum. The book is in the bag. The book is on the desk. The book is at the library. Excellent! Your brain is now connecting the logic of prepositions. Now let's fix the most common mistakes. Mistake 1. Saying I'm in the bus. Correction. Say I'm on the bus. Mistake 2. Saying I'll meet you in the station. Correction. Say I'll meet you at the station. Mistake 3. Saying the meeting is in 7 o'clock. Correction. Say the meeting is at 7 o'clock. Now shadow the corrections with me. I'm on the bus. I'll meet you at the station. The meeting is at 7 o'clock. Good. Remember, in equals inside an area. On equals on a surface, or days, or transport. At equals a specific point or exact time. Congratulations! You have practiced slowly, clearly, and step by step. Now you know how to use in, on, and at in English. But remember, one time is not enough. Go back, repeat this episode, shadow it again. The more you practice, the more natural English will feel. And if you enjoyed this slow English shadowing practice, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more clear English lessons. Because English is not just about learning rules. It's about hearing, repeating, and feeling the rhythm. So keep practicing, stay confident, and I'll see you in the next episode.